It's coming to me now. When I had my first boy, my first baby,
Yes.
I was so nervous. I couldn't sleep day and night because I didn't know how to handle this baby. I want to give my whole life. The baby was crying all the time, and I just was so insecure.
Right.
But by the time I had my second one, I was so
The
confident.
confidence came.
You see?
And you brought out one really, really interesting experience, and it kind of jumps ahead a little bit to Hebrews 12:2 about not feigning. And I can give a quick background on this story that someone was taking you to court, and this person was calling you periodically and saying, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to destroy you." You said, "For a long time, I just ignored his threats and stood on what God showed me at the beginning of this conflict. God showed me that it was going to turn out good. But this one time that he called you and said, 'I'm going to kill you. Your life is over.'" You know, he had said that before, but that phrase.
Yeah, he was saying that all the time. But this one day,
Yeah.
it just touched me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've been not thinking about what he said. What about if he really does it? And these thoughts start coming into my mind. And I started crying and crying and crying. And I was asking God, but why? Why this is going on? Why don't you let this hand? And you know, how we always complain when we get insecure,
Right.
you know? And so, but God was not talking to me. When we complain, God's not moved by complaining or by needs.
Right.
I want the people to know, God's not moved by needs or by complaint. God is moved by the word that comes out of your mouth in the face of whatever you're facing. Get that word of God in your mind, in your mouth, and declare the word of God. What I should have said, God showed me the answer. I'm going to stay with what God showed me in the beginning. It doesn't matter how long this thing goes. That's what I should have answered. Not to him, not to the man that was persecuting me, but in my mind.
Yes.
But instead, I let my mind start wandering. And I had not realized. Then it's so sneaky. The enemy is so sneaky. I had not realized that my faith had weakened.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah, that's what you said, is that it must have been a time that your faith was weak and fear gripped you, and you started even seeing yourself. He was putting
I was seeing even myself in the coffin, dead.
We're despairing and calling on God, but God was not saying anything. It was like silent. And you said, "Okay, God, since you're not talking to me, I'm going to open the Bible and believe you are going to talk to me through the Bible."
Through the word of God.
Yeah. When you open the Bible, you open to Hebrews 12, and when you got to verse 3, you read this, Hebrews 12:3. "For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds."